Hey friends, I'm Helen with Floating Yoga School. This is a 20-minute mini class all on the ground, so all seated and lying down for those days when you just don't feel like getting up, moving, you want to keep your energy a little bit more low, or if you have a morning where you're like, I just want to lay on the ground, at least you can do something close to the earth. We always try to honor that. So we're going to start seated. That might be cross-legged like me, that might be sitting on your shins. If you prefer to be on your back, or supported by a pillow or something to elevate your hips, that's great too. Know that it's totally normal if you're seated for your knees to be high. We'll start to get into our hips and open that up a little bit. Allow yourself to arrive and ground down through your sit bones. Reach up through the crown of your head. Allow yourself to appreciate being still. And feel the support of the earth below you. The structure, the stability. And then notice your breath as it comes and goes in and out. Try to balance out your inhales and your exhales, and if it's comfortable, breathe in and out of your nose. Notice the juxtaposition of that groundedness of being seated and still, and of that flow of your breath, the constant movement. We can be both, but we can experience both at the same time. Let's take one more round of breath. If your eyes are closed, you can blink them open. Reach your arms to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. We'll take that twice more. Inhale, reach out and up like you're gathering up good energy. Exhale, hands to heart. One more, breathe in. And breathe out. Bring your hands to your thighs. Lift your heart like you're taking a little cow pose. Look up, open your throat. And then exhale round like you're taking a cat, chin to chest. Twice more, breathe in. Lift your heart, look up. Breathe out, press and round. Inhale, seated cow. Exhale, seated cat. Take your breath in, neutral spine, sit up tall, and then exhale, begin to walk your hands forward, maybe your forearms down. Find a little bit of a fold. Notice where you feel sensation, and imagine you can send your breath into those places. Create more space, more openness, and simply acknowledge what's going on, the sensations that you do feel. Begin to walk yourself back in. Place your feet on the ground, knees to the sky. If you're with me, legs crossed, we're going to windshield wiper. If you're on your shins, you can stay as you are. And then we're going to swap our legs so the other foot comes in front. It always feels a little awkward for me the second side. Both arms to the sky, breathe in. Take a bend to your right hand down, left arm up and over. Try to stay rooted through your left sit bone. And then bring your left hand behind your head, elbow up, lean back. Breathe here. Back through center, hands high, inhale. Take it to the other side, left hand down. Stretch it up and over. Again, really emphasize rooting down through your right side. You can stay, or right hand behind your head, elbow up, lean it back. Come back through neutral, hands high, breathe in. We'll take this time to a twist to your right hand behind you, left hand across. Stay tall, breathe in. So you're light on your back hand, use your exhale to twist. And it doesn't have to be super deep, especially if it's early in the morning for you. Unwind, hands high, breathe in. Twist in the opposite direction, left hand behind you, right hand across. Notice the differences between your sides. unwind. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Hands can come to your knees or to the ground. I'm going to come to the ground and start to find some circles with your body, like spiral sensation, activating the energy from your root. A nice groundedness, drawing it in, and then all the way up to the crown of your head. Let's switch directions. And then find stillness. A moment here, pause, hands to your legs, grounded, palms down. And then begin to fold one more time. Notice any differences between your two sides. We took this fold earlier with the leg crossed in front. If you're on your shins, it might feel like a child's pose. And then walk yourself back up. I'm going to turn sideways on my space. You can stay as you are. This will give me a little bit more space and a little bit of a different view for you. One leg extended, other knee out to the side. I'm starting with right knee bent, my left leg extended. Reach your arms high, breathe in. As you exhale, fold forward over your leg. We're going to stay here for a moment. Let your left knee be bent, especially if it's early for you or you're doing this before any other movement. Be gentle with your hamstrings and your low back. Keep breathing. Slowly lift yourself back up, arms to the sky, and then take your right hand behind you. You can stay low, lift through your heart. You can press down, lift your hips. Take a little mini dancer's pose. Some people call this dancer stretch or mild thing. And then lower down. We're going to turn that into a little flow. Hands to the sky, breathe in. Fold over your extended leg as you breathe out. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, right hand behind you. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold over your extended leg. Breathe in, reach high. Breathe out, right hand down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, right hand behind you. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, lower. Come back to center. Extend both legs. Adjust your hips as you need. A little wiggle. Sit up tall and begin to fold over both legs. I'm going to have my knees pretty bent here. You can let your head and neck relax. You can keep this more of a flat back. So different styles, different ways, really different sensations. If you like more of a flat back, just be gentle. Breathe, breathe, breathe. As you're ready, lift yourself up. We're going to take that same little thing to the other side. This time, left knee is bent to the side. Starting slow, arms to the sky, breathe in, and then fold over your extended leg. Hold it here for a few breaths. Notice how this side feels. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left hand behind you. So again, it's the option to stay low or lift it up. Breathe into the front side of your body. And lower down. We'll take that as a flow 3 times. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, fold over your extended leg. Back up, breathe in. Exhale, left hand behind you. Use your inhale to lift, lengthen, fill your front body. Use your exhale to lower, reset to the earth. Inhale, hands high, spine long. Exhale, fold over your leg. Back up, breathe in. Exhale, left hand behind you. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Hands up, breathe in. Fold forward, breathe out. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release your left hand. Inhale, lift your body. Exhale, lower down. Back up, breathe in, and release your hands. Feet on the ground, knees to the sky. So knees are bent. Little windshield wiper right and left. We'll take this to a reverse tabletop. Hands behind you, fingertips point toward you if that's okay on your wrists. Knees bent. Press into your feet, lift your hips. Breathe into the front line of your body. And I like my chin tucked most days. Sometimes it feels good to let it go. Just notice what your neck is asking for. And gently release it down. Find your seat again. So maybe cross-legged, maybe on your shin. We're just going to work into upper back a little bit. Eagle arms, arms out wide, breathe in. Cross opposite arm, one arm on top of the other. So opposite arms for shoulders. You can stay like this or connect your hands. And then find a little bit of movement. If you're on your shins, you can lift and lower, circle it around. Unwind, arms wide, breathe in. And then switch, other arm on top. Find your shoulders or connect your palms. Again, explore how movement feels. And release. Shrug out your shoulders. Roll out your wrists. Take a deep breath in, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. We're going to come onto our backs and take it on the ground all the way from here. So adjust as you need. Lower down slowly. And when you arrive, bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze, a little rock side to side, and then some circles in the sky with your knees. Massage around your sacrum, both directions. Keep your right knee hugging and extend your left leg long. Stay active through your left leg. So you might point your toes, you might flex your foot, you might do that floint, a combo of the two. Lift your head toward your right knee, a little core engagement, and then release your head down. Keep your right leg lifted. Begin to extend your foot toward the sky and hold on behind your leg. You can point and flex your toes, roll your ankle. Notice how your leg feels, what's happening in your body right now. And then draw your leg a little closer. Not forcing it, just feeling it. We're going to take this to a half happy baby. So begin to bend your right knee to the outside of your ribs. Hold on to your foot, your calf behind your knee, wherever you can reach. Left hand to your left hip or thigh to keep it grounded. Two more breaths. Keep your breath steady, flowing, even though you're kind of still in the stretch. And then release. Right leg to the sky. You're going to bend your left knee, place your foot on the ground, and cross your right ankle over your left thigh. So figure four. Stay like this. If this feels like enough, you can always walk your left heel a little closer to your bum, or begin to hug everything into your chest. If you're hugging it in, try to keep your right knee a little bit away from you so you still have that external rotation. Notice where you feel sensation. For me, it's outer hip. For you, it might be somewhere else. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Release your left foot back down to the earth if it's lifted. Take your right foot to the sky, breathe in. You're going to thread your right foot underneath your left knee, a little funky. Try to find your toes with your left hand and let your right knee fall forward and down. So getting now into the front line of your right hip, a little bit more inner thigh area, groin maybe. You can stay, or left foot can come on top for a little added sensation. Breathe into it. And when that feels like enough, let go, uncross, knees to chest, kind of pedal out your feet or feet to the ground, windshield wiper, side to side. We're going to take the same thing to the other side. So knees to chest to start, a little squeeze, extend your right leg long, stay active through your right leg, lift your forehead toward your left knee. Release your head down, left foot to the sky. Begin to move it around. Point flex, roll your ankle. Maybe you hug it in a little closer without forcing it. Keep breathing here. And then we'll take that to that half happy baby. Bend your left knee toward your outer ribs. Stay grounded through your right hip, your right glutes. Release your foot. Bend into your right knee, cross your left ankle, find your figure four. Either staying, hugging your right heel in a little closer, or drawing your knees toward your chest. Left knee stays pointed out to the side. You can kind of nudge it open with your left elbow. And breathe. It's easy to lose that conscious breath as we're slowing things down or as we're kind of in a stretch. Can you stay deliberate with your breath? Focused on your breath? Release your right foot down. Extend your left leg to the sky. Breathe in. And then thread your left foot underneath. Find your toes with your right hand if you can. Let your knee fall forward and down. Notice how this feels. For me, this side's a little bit more intense. It's always a little tighter. If you want more, right foot can come on top. Full deep breaths. When that feels like enough, release, unthread, shake out your legs, knees to chest, side to side. We're going to flip over onto your belly. Spend a little bit of chest opening before we take our final rest. So starting with the Sphinx pose, forearms down, elbows right below your shoulders. Imagine drawing your shoulder blades together, open your heart. You can stay like this or press into your hands to lift your elbows. If that feels like too much on your low back, release it down. And then lower. Hands by your sides. Hug your elbows back. Find a little baby cobra, a little lift. See if you can hover your hands. This might be plenty. Or if you like, hands behind your back, interlace to lift. Maybe you stay, maybe Shalabhasana locust by lifting your feet. They can stay hip distance or draw together, whatever feels best in your low back. Try to keep your neck long, so chin slightly tucked. Lower down. Stack your hands, elbows wide. Rest your forehead on your hands. And then one more stretch each direction. I'll start facing you. So arms out either in a T or a cactus shape. Right hand is going to come by your right hip. Roll onto your left side. Begin to open up the front left side of your chest, your shoulder. And as that feels like enough, switch to the other side. Extend your right arm. I'm just going to move microphone pack here. Find that little chest opener. It doesn't have to be super intense always. And as your sides feel even, we'll come back onto your belly. You can stay there for a final rest. You can flip over onto your back, a more traditional Shavasana. You can even come to a seated position to end how we started. Maybe that's cross-legged, maybe that's on your shins. Wherever you are, let your chest be open. Let your collarbones wide. Let your face be relaxed. Let your breath become natural and calm. And just allow yourself to simply be here. Present and aware, grounded and yet in the flow. find a sense of gratitude, a sense of contentment for where you are right now, no matter what's happening in your life. And thank yourself for making the time to move and to breathe. I thank you for joining me. You're welcome to stay here as long as you like. Keep your eyes closed, extend this. You're welcome to join me in a gentle bow, palms together in front of your heart if you're seated. Have a lovely rest of your day. As always, thank you for joining, for your donations, your requests, your comments. I love to connect, and I hope to see and hear from you soon.